So we finally have our 4 couples who are going to be going through the experience after we lose 2 couples to impromptu engagements. We ended episode 2 with Hunter getting down on one knee and proposing to Alexis. It kind of made sense to me. Alexis had given the ultimatum, and Hunter said that he had realized, all the qualities that he had liked in the women he'd been talking to had all been qualities that she has, and that he was just trying to hold off on getting engaged by moving in, and honestly felt like at least Hunter had kind of overcome some of the reasons why they ended up on this show. So that happened, and I kind of thought, yeah, whatever. Nobody really wanted to be with Alexis anyways, so almost for the better a little bit. And just kind of figured that we'd go on with the show and there wouldn't be any other surprise engagements. But then all of a sudden, Colby, says he's going to choose Lauren, and all of a sudden Nate is standing up and walking over to Lauren and proposing to her. 100% an act of jealousy, not an act of love. And if you're proposing somebody out of the fear of losing them, over wanting to spend the rest of your life with that person, it's just, you shouldn't be doing it. They didn't resolve anything. Nate was the one who gave the ultimatum. He gives the ultimatum and then gets jealous and panics and just proposes and everything's fine. I thought Colby and April were very justified in calling out Nate and Lauren for not having resolved anything and just deciding to get engaged. They feel like a future breakup to me for sure. I honestly feel like Lauren had made seemed more open to Colby than she had what we had saw with her and Nate. And it's one of those things, it almost felt like a loyalty thing, well, I've been with him longer than I've known you, so I guess so that he's the one for me. It just didn't really make sense to me, especially when you factor in that Nate had moments before this happened leaned across the table and whispered to Madeline that he was going to choose her. So now you factor that in, and we have Nate who's feeling a little bit rejected, kind of got rejected by Shanique and April, then gets jealous that Lauren has connected with Colby, and then does this proposal. No, those are all terrible reasons to get engaged to somebody. But whatever, not my life, not my relationship. Carry on with your lives for 6 months, another year, till you realize it's not going to work, and then break up instead of learning all that on this show. Moving on, we end up with 4 couples, Colby and April. There was a little bit of a connection there, but ultimately they are the leftovers. Ray and Jake, they had the instant connection, and honestly seemed better together than I felt they did with their prior partners. Shanique and Zay, tough to read exactly what is there. I definitely think that they are both attracted to each other, and you could really even tell that Shanique was trying to impress Zay a little bit once they got together on their own, which could mean that maybe there's a little more spark there than what we first imagined. And then lastly, Madeline and Randall. These 2 are going to sleep together. They're probably going to sleep together on the first night. It's happening. That's what they apparently want out of this experience, and that is what they're going to get. Wasn't a big fan of those rooms, I guess they're hotel rooms, that the couples will be staying in for the next 3 weeks. Anybody notice like the ceiling mounted microwaves? Like who can use those? Like they're probably fine for me. Like I'm a tall guy, but like my wife isn't using a microwave that is on a shelf above the fridge. That's ridiculous. Like what's she supposed to do? Like, oh, I'm gonna heat up this gigantic bowl of soup and like lift up way above her head to put the soup in the microwave? No, that is ridiculous. Whoever designed these needs to give their heads a shake. Like you can't put a microwave on the ceiling. It's too high. Short people exist. Like it's true. It's true. And this other thing, besides short people, children exist. Like maybe that's something this hotel has never experienced before, but just absolutely ridiculous. So let's kind of do a little prediction right now on our 4 couples and what's going to happen with them. Colby and April, I know they didn't pick each other, but I kind of feel like things are going to work out with them. I don't know why I feel that way. As much as they both seem like they're committed to their original partners, I think that they're going to realize that things maybe aren't as amazing as they had thought they were. Ray and Jake, honestly, they just feel like the most natural couple out of all of this. I think that there's a lot of guilt going on for both of them for wanting to explore this new relationship, which could ultimately hold them back. But still, I think that these two are probably going to leave together, not just move on from their old partners. Shanique and Zay, like I said previously, this one is hard to read. There's a little bit of something there, but like what is it? What is it? Like we need to find out. One thing I really appreciate about Zay is he's not quick to respond or answer anything. Like when he gets asked a question, he really takes his time to think about the question, think about his answer before giving it. And I think that that's a really, really good trait in anyone, and could be that sort of calming presence that Shanique needs to really move forward with her life. And lastly, Madeline and Randall, are these two going to work out? Probably not, but they're definitely hooking up multiple times over this 3 weeks, and probably means a messy end for both of their previous relationships. All right, let's wrap things up there. I want to go and watch some episode 4 because I am very interested to get to the new couples and see what's in store for them. So as always, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, we will see you later.